Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Vanessa of Servants Beats. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. And in today's tutorial, we are going to be doing a festive bag, okay? I mean, it's December, it's Christmas, and there's so many occasions this Christmas. There's graduations, there's Christmas coming, there's weddings. You need this bag in your life, and you can use it at any time of the year too. Look, it's a hard bag. You can use it for Valentine's. You can use it for whatever occasion you are going to. Look at those rhinestones. It's the rhinestones that make this bag, okay? This is a very simple bag. You can even whip it up the day before your event. Trust me, you can whip it up on the 24th of December and carry it and go to church with it, okay? So it's a very simple tutorial. It's very quick, very easy. You're going to love it. And please, please, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. If you like the tutorial, please leave me a like. Please leave me a comment down in the comment section. Tell me what you think about the bag. Share this video to someone who you think might need it. And yeah, so that's basically it. I'm going to let you guys watch. So without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. Hey guys, so this is all the materials that we need for today's tutorial. So I have here size 10 sugar beads, and it's in transparent. You could use it, you could use any color, okay? I have my trusty 0.7 fishing line. I have a 0.25 fishing line. I have my scissors. I have a chain which I'm going to use for my back handle. I have a little beading needle here. I have these two rings which are going to serve as the rings that are going to hold my handle. And this is the most important part of this bag. So these are plastic-ish rhinestones. So you could have them in any shape, you could decorate them however you want, but when it comes to that point, we'll get there. Okay. So I'll give you guys a close up. These are really, really pretty. Yeah, so that's it. Let's get straight into the tutorial. Okay, you're going to start by cutting however long your fishing line you want your fishing line to be. Then you pick up 4 beads, okay? So we are starting with our basic matting method. If you do not know how to mat, I have a class where I show you 2 different styles of doing the matting method, okay? So you pick up 4 beads, then you cross with the 4th bead. So you should have a ring of 4 like this. And then reduce the brightness. And then you pick up 3 beads. You insert 1 bead on the fishing line on your left, 1 bead on the fishing line on your right, and then you cross with 1 bead. So we have a second ring of 4. So we're going to continue this procedure, picking up 3 beads, insert 1 bead in the fishing line on your left, 1 bead in the fishing line on your right, then cross with the 3rd bead. And you're going to do this until you have a total of 9 rings of 4, okay? So right now I have 3. So this is 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do this until we have a total of 9 rings. Okay guys, so this is where I am. I have my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rings of 4. So the 10th ring, we need a total of 10. So my 10th ring is going to be a turn. So I'm going to pick up 3 beads and insert all 3 beads into one string. Either one of the strings is fine. Then I'm going to cross with that 3rd bead, okay? So we have our first row officially done. And to start our second row, we are going to do a beaded increase, okay? So with this fishing line facing away from my work, or the one on my left hand right now, I'm going to pick up 4 beads because we want to add another row. So we need to start with 4 beads, okay, to have an extra ring of 4. So you're just going to mark a spot. This spot, since I'm increasing from here, all my increases are going to happen only here, and decreases, okay? And we're not going to touch this side. So I have my rings of 4. Let me zoom in. I have my rings of 4 like this, and I'm going to grab the very first bead I picked, this one right here, and I'm going to go up from the top to the bottom, insert my fishing line from top to bottom to create a bead increase. Okay, so this is going to help us add another circle of 4. And on the same fishing line that I picked up those 4 beads, I'm still going to pick up 2 beads, and this time I'm going to pick up my other fishing line and cross. Okay, so this is how I do a beaded increase. If this wasn't clear, you can rewatch the video again, or you can check out my beginner in beads course. I have a class there where I teach how to do a simple beaded increase. Okay, so this is what we have. As you can see, we have this extra bead popping here, and so I'm just going to continue beading downwards like this. So I'm going to insert my fishing line to the following bead from the previous row, then pick up 2 beads and I'm going to cross with the second bead. Okay, so try to pull your work as hard as possible so that your mat will be nice and firm. I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following bead, like this. Pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the second bead. So I'm just going to continue this motion until I've reached the last but 1 bead, and I'm going to show you guys what to do when you get there. Okay, so I'm in my last but 1 bead here. I'm simply going to insert my fishing line into the following bead, the last bead of the previous row. Then on that same fishing line, I'm going to pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the second bead, like this. So we have our second row done, and for our third row, I'm just going to pick up. Remember, this place, this side of our back is going to remain stagnant. We're not going to have any increases or decreases there. We only have them on this side. So the fishing line on my right, I'm going to pick up 3 beads to make our second turn. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to cross with the third bead, like this. And then I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following bead, and I'm going to work a normal pattern, just picking up 2 beads and crossing with the second bead. Right, so I'm going to work this pattern until I get to the last but 1 bead here again, and I'm going to tell you what to do next. Okay, so I'm in my last but 1 bead again. So to finish off, we're not going to do an increase for this row, so I'm just going to set my fishing line into the following bead, pick up 2 beads and cross with the second bead. So for the next 2 rows, we are not going to have any increases. We also going to have a constant row like down here. So I'm just going to do what I'll normally do. This fishing line on the left side, I'm going to pick up 3 beads, and then I'm going to cross with the third bead, and we are going to continue the regular matting pattern that we know, and we are going to do this until we have 4 of these constant rows. Okay, we need 4 of these rows, so I'm going to complete this row and go down, then complete it and go up. Then that's going to be our 4 rows, and I'm going to show you what to do next. So I'm going to meet you back when I have all 4 rows of these. Okay, so I have my 4th row ready right here. I'm almost done. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my 5th row, but it's the 4th for the constant rows. So what I'm going to do is the 6th row is going to be a decrease. So I'm going to prepare for a decrease right away. So I'm going to pick up 2 beads with that same fishing line that I inserted into the previous bead, into the bead from the previous row. And then let me zoom in. With these 2 beads, I am just going to cross with our previous bead that we used in crossing. Okay, so we want to prepare right now for that decrease, and we want our fishing line, instead of popping out this way, popping out of this bead, we want it to pop out of this bead, right? So I'm going to move my line down to the left and upwards. I'm going to grab the other line and just move it downwards. Okay, that way both our fishing lines are now attached to the second bead of this row and not the first. Okay, so this is our beaded decrease, and on this fishing line on my left, I'm going to pick up 3 beads, and I'm going to cross with the third bead, like this. As you can see, we have now our decrease. We are now on the same line with the first row. So I'm going to work our normal matting method until we get to the end. Okay, so work the normal matting method until we get to the bottom until it gets to the bottom. So I have my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of this sort of mat here, of this shape. So we are going to continue. So I've already cut off my fishing line down here. You can do that as well, because we're going to be starting an entirely new row. So when you're done with the sit row, you go ahead and cut your fishing line. And now, instead of looking at your back like this, you're going to look at it like this. Okay, so this is the tip of our heart, the bottom tip, I don't know how to call it. So you're going to start from here. This is the top part of your heart. You're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. In this 5th one, you're going to insert your fishing line. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From down is the 6th, from up is the 5th. Okay, so I'm going to insert our fishing line into the 5th one from the top, or the 6th bead from the bottom, and I'm going to start by picking up 3 beads. So we're going to start our row from here, and then I am going to cross with the 3rd bead. Okay, so this is what we have. Inserting my fishing line into the following bead, I'm going to pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the 2nd bead. Right, insert my fishing line into the following bead. So we're just going to do our normal matting method. to work a normal matching method like this, only off this place for 4 rows, 4 constant rows, no increases, no decreases. So I'm going to meet you back when I have 4 of these rows like this. Okay guys, so I've done my 1 2 3. I'm about to complete the 4th row, and now the 5th row is going to be a decrease. So I'm going to prepare for that decrease immediately. So I'm going to pick up 2 beads with this fishing line on my right, and I'm going to back cross. Okay, I'm going to cross into this previous crossing bead right here like this. You can see this is what our back is looking like right now. So to do our decrease, I'm just going to move my fishing line down, move it to the left, and I'm going to move it upwards like this. And for the other side of the fishing line, I am going to move it just downwards. So this is what we have, and this is going to be our last row. So I'm just going to pick up 3 beads, 1 2 3. I'm going to cross to the 3rd bead like this, insert our fishing line again to the following bead, pick up 2 beads this time, and I'm going to cross over the 2nd bead, insert the fishing line into the following bead again, pick up 2 beads, cross the 2nd bead. And since we have a decrease up here, we are going to have a decrease here as well. So we are going to end on this row. We are not going to touch this one. So I'm just going to pick up my normal 2 beads. Then I'm going to get this fishing line to meet this other one here. And I'm simply going to tie off this. So we have our heart ready. So I'm going to tuck in my fishing line and I'm going to meet you guys back. Okay, so this is our complete heart. This is what we have. I don't know if you guys need measurements for this, but I'm going to give it to you anyway because I'm trying to be consistent about measurements. So from this corner to this corner, mine is 7.5 inch. My height from the middle to the bottom is 4.5 inches. From here to here, it is 4 inches. And what do you guys need again? I think that's it. Okay. So this is our heart right now. This is what we have, and we're going to talk rhinestones now. So like I said, for the rhinestones, you could use any shape, any color, any number that you want. You could just have one. You could decorate any way you want. So I'm just going to demonstrate. By the way, once you've made this mat, you are going to make something exactly the same like this, and you're going to keep it aside, and you're going to do the rhinestones only on one side of the mat. Okay, everything that I've done till now, you're going to repeat the same thing to make a different side. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate how to attach your rhinestone. So mine has a hole. Let me zoom in. Mine has a hole on the top and on the bottom, right? So to attach it, this is where I'm going to use my tiny needle and my 0.25 fishing line. So I grab it, my needle. Oh my god, that's really dark. So I grab my needle, insert it from back to front of the rhinestone. Then I'm starting with the middle bead right here. So I'm going to count the holes. This is 1 2. So this is my hole here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert the fishing line into this bead right here. You can see this bead here. Then I'm going to insert it into this bead here. Then I'm going to move the other end of my needle into the bottom hole. Then move the fishing line into this bead and this bead. So after every 2 beads, I insert into the hole. So I've already inserted in the hole, so I need to move my fishing line into 2 beads. So I'm just going to use my needle to move towards the left. Now I'm going to move it downwards, just like this, right? So this is what I'm having. I'm going to pull. Then, like I said, I've moved my fishing line into 2 beads, and now I need to insert the fishing line here again from bottom to top or from back to front, like that, right? From back to front, just like that. Then remember, we are working only in this circle of 4 beads right here. This is circle of 4 beads right here. So I'm going to move my fishing line to this bead and this bead, and I'm going to tie where the fishing lines meet. So I'm just going to make sure you're holding onto the other end of the line. I didn't tie it, so make sure you're holding onto it so that when you're pulling, you don't mistakenly pull it out of the holes. So I'm inserting my line into that bead and into this bead here. Okay, so both of my fishing lines have met on one spot. So I'm just going to tie, and when I want to tie, immediately I insert my line into the loop. I'm going to insert it twice like this. Then I am going to pull it down and tie. I'm going to repeat it again, loop it around twice before I finally tie. And just like that, your rhinestone has been attached to your bag. Okay, so you could attach just one side, that depends on you. So this is basically it for the attachment. So you can do the placement of your rhinestones any way that you want, on any position that you want. The possibilities are endless. Okay, so you could try so many designs, so many shapes with these. So I'm just going to do all of that. Remember, we are doing this all on one side of the back. Make sure when you're done with one rhinestone, you tuck in the fishing line. Okay, with a needle, it's going to be easy. So I'm going to tuck in my fishing line, do all the other rhinestones that I need on my back, and I'm going to show you guys how many I did and where I placed them. Okay, so these are my lovely rhinestones. So this is the placement I made with them. Like I said, you could use fewer rhinestones. You mustn't do this. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rhinestones here, plastic rhinestones here. So what I did was I started placing them in a V-ish type of shape. I did the middle first, did the two corners, did these two corners here, and then I did this bottom part, did this and this. Okay, so you could adjust yours however way that you want. You can go ahead and screenshot this so that you can, if you want to do the same placement, you can do that. So this is our other side of our bag that I was telling you about. This is our other side, and we are simply going to join it. So you could do an extra row here if you want your bag to be bigger. So we are going to build, I've already done that on this side. I just built a row here. You could just do one, you could do more if you want the bag to be bigger on the sides, but I'm just going to do one on each side. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. So with these 4 beads, you see these 4 beads that we had here, I'm going to start with this bead here, this last bead here. I'm going to pick up 3 beads. Just pick up 3 beads. What is this comb doing here? Sorry about that. 3 beads and cross with the 3rd bead. So we are going to have like a standing row like this. Insert your fishing line into the following bead, and then I'm going to pick up 2 beads from now on and cross. This is what we're going to have, another ring of 4. Right, so I'm going to insert my fishing line here, the following bead, pick up 2 beads, then I'm going to cross with the 2nd bead. So I'm just going to repeat this for the entire bottom of this bag until we get to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to meet you back when I'm done. Okay guys, so here we are done. Look at how it glitters. Look at that. Anyway, so let's continue. I am going to join right now. I'm just going to join both sides now. So these are the 2 sides that I did. Remember I said I did 2 of these sides. These are the 2 sides I did. So we're just going to stitch bead both of these sides together without stitching. So I'm going to set my fishing line to the very first bead. Hope you can see that. Okay, then I'm going to pick up 1 bead like so. Then I'm going to insert it into the corresponding side this way, the opposite side, like this. Then I'm going to pick up 1 bead, and I'm going to cross. So this is what we have right here, right now, right? So I'm just going to keep matching up the beads. Insert your fishing line into the following bead. Please make sure you're matching the bead and don't skip any bead. Some of them might look like a staircase, but just keep beading, okay? Just keep inserting the fishing line to the following bead. I apologize for the noise. Into the following bead. Pick up 1 bead now and cross with that 1 bead. Okay, so I'm just going to keep beading. Remember, you could add the sides because this is how it's going to look like. This is the size. If you want it to be bigger, you can add the sides. Okay, so I'm just going to keep doing this until I have bead joined the entire bag together. Okay, here I am at the end. I'm just going to insert my fishing line into the last bead there, pick up 1 bead, and then I'm just going to go back down so that both fishing lines can meet. Then I'm going to tie it off so that it's nice and firm. Okay, so this is our bag. We have, oh my god, look at how it glitters. Look at that. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and tuck in all this fishing line, then we're going to go to the next step. Baby, look at that bag. Look at her. Oh my god, oh my god. So we are finally done. This is how she currently looks. Now, when you're doing the stitching on the side, if you want your phone to enter, because I'm all for your phone should enter your bag, or you know, the bag should be practical. So let us do our phone test before we continue. So this is my phone. It even has the casing there. So as you can see, she's inside, or you could stand her up like this. You know, this is a party bag. Okay, so our phone test, I believe we have passed our phone test. And now let us continue with the handle of the bag. Now the handle, you can go absolutely crazy, but
we already have so much going on here, so let's not do too much. Okay, so for the handle, you could do a tube handle, a 4x4 tube handle like this, a beaded tube handle. I have a tutorial for that. I'm going to link it down in the description box. You could do a 4x4 tube handle like that, but in this case we're not going to waste any time because we want this bag to be finished. I'm just going to pop these rings. Before popping the rings, I'm going to use this chain. I am going to open up the chain. Wait, no, we're going to pop the rings in first. Okay, so pop in the rings into one of those circles of 4 right there, you know, the last one we had, and just try not to struggle to close her up. Okay, so you could do whatever you want with the handle, right? So like this, I'm going to pop in this other one. Okay, let me try my best to close this up. Okay, now that we have that locked up, now this is what we are going to do. Okay, I even have this purple chain here that you could use, but I feel like purple contrasted too much, so we are going to just use our silver chain as we planned. Now this one we're going to do, we're going to take our chain, we're just going to loop it into one end of our ring there, and then we're going to grab the other end, loop it in there, right? So we have both ends of our chain here. I'm going to open up one end, and I'm just going to shove the other end in. So I'm just using my pliers. I use a pair of scissors for this too, by the way. And I've shut it. So we have our handle ready. So this is a versatile handle, right? So you could pull it down like this if you want to hang the bag on your shoulder. If you want to hang it on your shoulder, you could put it down like this. But if you want something that you just hold with your hands, you just draw both ends and boom, we are done. See that, guys? Do you see this? I mean, look at this. This is a lovely, easy bag. I mean, look at that. So we have our simple handle here complete. So tell me what you think about the tutorial in the comment section. And now, of course, I'm going to show you guys our little montage of this beauty. Okay, so see you.
Okay, as promised, like I said, this is a very short tutorial. Look, it didn't even take that long, 22 minutes, almost 23 minutes, but it's that simple. Okay, listen, on the 25th at 3 a.m. on Christmas Day, you can whip it up. You can do this yourself. You could do it for your friend, your sister. It's a perfect gift as well, guys. You could do so much with this bag. It is so nice. It is so beautiful. Look how those rhinestones glitter. Look at how they glitter. Please, I hope you watch the entire video to the end without skipping any parts, and make sure you check out all my other tutorials. And if you have any requests, send me a DM on my Instagram. The link is going to be in the description box. Also, if you do recreate this bag, make sure you send me a picture so I can shout you out. Okay, I want to see how you guys style the bag, like you see me do with my sort of bushy hair here. But yeah, that is basically it. I can't even talk again. She is a gorgeous bag. She is so shiny, so cute. And please make sure you subscribe and turn on notification bell, because after this bag I'm going to be posting another festive beaded bag, okay, another Christmas-ish beaded bag. So make sure you stay tuned, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.